electric punching machine. Jeffrey loading machine.
Okay. Now, usually, I have to apologize right here. When both cars are loaded, it's hard for everybody to see real good. This is a pretty good group right here. When it's loaded like this, you got people complaining, babies crying. So this is pretty good right here. Now over there, they were picking the coal down. Now they're still using a pick, but they're doing something different. Instead of picking down, those poor guys are laying on their side. And they're picking underneath, 3 feet in and all the way across. That's called an undercut. Now this is their actual work area, by the way. He may have worked in something just like this. Now what are they going to do different right here? You see that undercut? What are they going to do different, you think? You see that old breast auger?
You'd have to reinforce it.
Well, they're going to blast it down, that's right. It's got to have a place to fall. After the undercut, they took that breast auger, they drilled 3 holes. They reached in their pocket, they got out their little balls of black powder with their fuses, which they purchased at the
Company store.
They shoved the black powder in the holes. The fuse wires would be hanging down. Now, back in those days, they had to go look for dirt and mud, anything they could find, to shove in behind that powder to make it tight using a wooden stick. That's called tamping it up. Now, why would they do that?
Compress it.
Yeah. If they didn't do it, the shot would go through the holes and the coal wouldn't fall down. After that, there'd be a cable going around a corner with a battery on it. They'd wire it up and they'd scream real loud, just like they do today. Fire, fire, fire in the hole. That gives everybody warning there's going to be a blast. They blast the coal down. The old mule shoves the car up there and the guy shovels all the coal up. He sets a timber on each side and they keep on going. Now, I happen to be a certified shot fireman. I've blown up a lot of stuff in 43 years, believe me. And I'm not a terrorist now, okay? But I've blown up like a roof over your heads for big equipment to go underground. I've put off as much as 300 shots at one time.
Nice.
We didn't have to use dirt and mud. We used these little sticks of clay. They're called clay dummies. You stick them in a hole and tamp it in. The reason we call them dummies, you got to be a dummy to go in that hole, knowing you're going to get blown up. Now that's called a punching machine. It says electric, but actually it was compressed air. It works like a jackhammer. The guy are twice as wide, and some of them are remote control. That's a scoop bucket. It'd go up and down. You could push coal, clean the roadways. You could pull stuff with it. If you needed supplies, you tell the scoop man. We called him the gopher. He'd be the one to go for whatever you needed. Great piece of machinery, but they never got a patent on it.
Roof bolter. Kettle bottoms. Good big cutting machine.
All right. Side. The sharp bits on it. They turn it on. They can do that undercut real quick. No more laying on their side. That breast auger, now they got a hydraulic drill. So things are starting to get better. Now every time I do this, some adult will blurt out the answer. What does that look like to you there? What does it look like to you? You ever had one? You ever ride one when you was younger or still do? Good. Scooter, skateboard. When I first went underground, my boss was riding around on one of these. He had a big cigarette sticking out of his mouth. There wasn't any rules or laws back then. If you went in and got out good, if you didn't, they didn't really care. 1970, he was riding around on it. Now, they were obsolete in 1970, but he liked it so well, he kept using it. How does it work? Well, you just put it on the track. If you want to go somewhere, you put your knee down here and start pushing, just like this. That was a modern way of transportation. If I drill a hole right here, we go up 125 feet, we'd be outside. Those things over your heads are called roof bolts. Those roof bolts is what's keeping the rock from falling on your heads. Now, I've put up thousands of roof bolts in my life. Not with that machine. That machine is really old. It's a 1930-some model, never used here. Only one man could operate that back then. Today's machines are 4 times as wide. The machine, drilling the holes to install the roof bolts, but the idea is the same. The rock dust going down your nose and your throat and your lungs. That's why we all got black lungs. Today's machine, that's a 4-foot glue bolt. They make them shorter, they make them longer. It's according to how bad the roof is. This is what they mostly use today. After you drill your hole, now I'm always curious with these young guys, because sometimes I got 80 elementary kids on here. Put your hand down. This is what it sounds like when you're done. And it's there to stay.